Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? I hope you guys are ready. What are you doing? To get your day started. And I hope you're safe out there and staying warm because it is rainy here. As you can see, it is raining. And I actually had to pull where there was some light today so that you guys can see me. So I hope you're ready to get this day started. Let's get it started in here. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be singing so early in the morning. How's everybody doing? Today is Friday. Are y'all excited about Friday? I know that I am. Yeah, I'm hoping if Lynn can't join us today, we've really been having technical difficulties. Facebook does not want us to be great, so we will be working on that this weekend so that we both can be on here. Because I know you guys miss Lynn. Good morning, Cousin Carl. Good morning, Kimberly. How you guys doing? Are you ready for the holidays? I know I am. I am ready. All right, guys, the show this morning will be quick because it is Freedom Friday, Thankful Friday, Fearless Friday, and Sleepy Friday. How about some of that? So I have a quote for you guys today. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. And that's by Helen Keller. So that's your quote for today. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Your mindset is everything. Your optimism, which is your mindset, is the faith that leads to achievement. Faith is an action word. That absolutely means you got to do some work, and there's no way around it. Period whatsoever. So you got to do the work. So today, guys, the fearless thought for today. First of all, oh, hey, my sister. I didn't know my sister was on here. How Cousin Carl know and I don't know. So if you please make sure, number one, you share the video because sharing is caring. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, we do have a YouTube channel. We are 270 shows strong, 270 something strong, so shows strong over there, so you can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows, and they are by topic and title, so you can pick whichever one you need. If you know anybody who needs to live past crazy in their life and their finances, send them on over here so that we can help them. I am looking for anybody who is ready to live past crazy, because I promise that there is life after crazy if you're willing to do the work of it. Miss Lynn Dimmons, who is America's #1 rebound coach, yes, she said it, America's #1, is still unable to join the show, so we're going to work on that this weekend to try to get so we're both on here at the same time, so you're not missing out on your fearless financial thought for the day. If you want to talk to Lynn about investing, budgeting, raising a financial genius, please reach out to her. It's bit.ly/talk to Lynn, capital LYNN, 2 N's in that. And Dimmons Enterprise is her website. You can check her out. So, the quote for the day: optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. And that's Helen Keller. Optimism, which is your mindset, is the faith, which is an action word, that leads to achievement. So, your mindset plus an action. Yeah, I don't know why, Lynn. Okay. So faith is an absolute action verb. If you think that you're going to have faith that the good Lord is going to work something out for you, and you don't do anything about it, you don't do your work of it, it's going to take a minute. Because he said you got to do the work. After you pray, after you fall out, you done fasted, you still got to do some work. So think about that. All right. So the fearless thought for today is embrace your change. When we start on this fearless journey, a lot of times you have so many conflicting things going on. You got new rules to you. You're evaluating your friend circle, and you know I tell you guys, when people say the word little, so you got the little dream stealers and dream killers who say, oh, you got that little business. Oh, you have that little hair care line. If they put little in the front of the word, it's not a compliment, just in case you're wondering. It's not a compliment. So you have a lot going on as you're trying to make this change for yourself. So in the midst of all that, you've got to embrace and be excited about that change. Because if you do not, what you'll find is you're going to be bombarded with everybody telling you, well, JoJo, who you think you are? Excuse you, or you always doing something. What you doing now? Does it require all of that? Yes. It may not require all of that for you. And that's okay. You got to be okay with people not wanting to change as you change and not wanting to embrace you as you change. But you have got to accept who you are becoming is different than who you are right now. And if you do not embrace that, if you do not get it excited about that, if you do not become committed to that, then what you'll find is you're going to be right back sitting in the midst of crazy, and y'all will be best friends again. Y'all know them friends that you can always call who going to turn up with you, who going to talk about men with you, who going to talk about women with you. They ain't no good. And they got too many baby mamas. The daddies ain't no. You know them friends that you can call that's always going to help you participate in your pity party. When you start changing your language and changing your mindset, because optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. You start changing your mindset, your friends are going to change, your conversation is going to change. And it can be a hurting feeling because these are friends that you've had for years that are now looking at you side-eye because you want to be different or you want to change who you are. And here's the thing, when you start doing the inner work, like when I decided that I'm not going to live in this crazy anymore and I started working on my mental and emotional, it became seen in the physical. I didn't have to tell anybody what I was doing. I didn't have to tell people, oh, well, I'm going to do this and this to change myself. It was evident because I was committed to it, and you will start to achieve the things that your mind is set to. And you've got to embrace your change, whatever that change is for you. And your change doesn't have to be big. If it's not cussing today, A to the men, embrace your change. If your change is not talking badly about men today, that's your change. If it's not talking badly about women, that's your change. Or your friends, or whatever it may be, you embrace that change because it's different from you. You've got to start with the small baby steps. And you got to start somewhere. And back in March of this year, I told the story about pressing the gas. So not only do you have to embrace your change, but let's talk about pressing the gas. And if Trenda is on here, I thought I saw her a few minutes ago. Trenda says she is pressing I'll never forget, Trenda's like, I'm pressing the gas. So Dr. Miles Monroe told this story. And if y'all don't know who Dr. Miles Monroe is, check him out. He was a pastor that passed away a couple years ago. And he told a story. He was in Germany on the Autobahn, and he wanted to drive, and the guy said, okay, this road has no limit and you can drive. He was like, oh yeah, he's all excited. And he gets in a car and he's doing 60 and 70. And the man was like, okay, keep going. He's doing 80, 85, and he's excited. The man keeps going. He said when he got up to 90 and 100, he got scared. And the man said, people are passing you. I need you to press the gas and go. And he said there was something between that 100 mile per hour and 120 that something clicked in his mind that allowed him to see beyond what he was currently doing. And so he was able to do 150 and 160. Sometimes, he said, you got to press the gas. You're right there in that 50, 60 mile per hour, and you know that you could be doing 120, 130, 140. But because you are scared of what may happen, or you scared of actually leaving those who you are surrounded with, you decide to stay at the pace of everybody else. And it's not your place to stay at the pace of everybody else. It may be somebody else's, but it's not yours. And like I told you guys last week before last, you know you're different. Why do you insist on trying to fit yourself somewhere where you don't belong? We try to fit ourselves into jobs that we hate. when we know it's not true to who we are at our soul. We try to fit ourselves in with friends who we know we can't stand. They get on our last nerves. But because we've been friends for so long, we assume that we have to continue to be their friends. So what are you, Rosie making faces at me, what are you willing to embrace for your change? Press the gas. Just because everybody else is going 50 and 60 doesn't mean that's the speed limit for you. It does not mean that's how you should be operating. Please do not base your life off what everybody else is doing. And I tried to instill that in my children at an early age, right, Rosie? Rosie agrees. So be different. I don't care what everybody else is doing. What are you doing and what is true to who you are in your soul? You got to embrace your change. You got to press the gas. Because if you're doing 50 or 60, because mama and them doing 50 or 60, when you know you need to be doing 120, 130, you're never going to get to your destination. You're absolutely never going to get there. This is your car. You're meant to drive it. Press the gas. Hey, Lynn, you finally got in. Miss Margaret said, hey, Rosie. You don't want to show your friendly face? She's showing one Afro puff. So, guys, press the gas today. Embrace your change. Be committed to who you want to be. And don't be halfway committed. Be all the way committed to you. Right. I love the weird in me. And my children just think it's normal that in the midst of a conversation, if two words string together that remind me of a song, I'm going to stop the conversation to sing the song. Right, Rosie? And if I love that I'm a nerd, I love that I love to sing and dance to the beat of my own music. I love who I am from the inside out. It is truly a personal journey, and you will meet yourself along this journey. Miss Margaret said you're cute with your puffs. Rosie got her hair washed yesterday. She's a little tired. So I accept who I am. I embrace the change. And like I said, you don't have to notify everybody that you're changing, because your mental and your emotional will show in the physical if you're committed to what you want to do. Embrace your change. Press the gas. And that's just like in traffic. Everybody's doing the same thing. When are you going to do something different? Right. I get Miss Margaret. We're here. I'm calling you today. Your car is made to go 140, 160. Here's something that's going to blow your mind. Can I tell you something? And I'm looking at Rosie because she's in here. Think about your car. Let's look at your car. If you're in your, because this is the car edition. Your car says what? We can go 160, right? But all the signs around you say 55, 60, 70. There's always somebody telling you how fast you can go at all times. But you were made to do much more. But you don't ever press the gas to find out if you can do much more, because you following the rules that was set for everybody else. And Dr. Miles Monroe can break it break it down better than I can about how, you got all these signs that tell you what to do, but when your vehicle was made for something, why would they make it for greater when you never try it for greater? Think about that. I know I may not have put it together, but your car is made for 160. You're not pressing the gas. You're just hanging in there with everybody else, and you're not living up to your full potential. Did God make you to be something great? Or what? Ms. Mark, I'm not, because let me tell you, I was a race car driver in my former life. I absolutely believe I was a race car driver. Or I pretend to be one now. I have saved us from many an accident. I'm going to get you there. Hold fast. So, all right, Kimberly. I love to sing songs, especially if words remind me of something. I will sing the verse. Embrace who you are. Embrace your change, especially in this season of newness, because everybody thinks the new year they're going to do something new and different. But I encourage you to start. I've been encouraging you guys all month to start now. Don't just wait to January to start. I want you to be, by the time January 1 comes around, that
January 1.
January the 1st.
Why didn't you say that? You said January 1.
That's what I meant. January 1. By the time 1st of January come around, you're going to be ready. Press the gas. She said that's $250 plus a ticket in Georgia. Y'all better be careful in the state of Georgia when you go visit. So please, Elena, you a speed demon. I try not to be, but trust me, if I ever get to... Okay, Rosa.
That was funny.
Listen, if I ever get to Germany and I get to experience the Autobahn, I'm going to try my hand to see how fast I can go. So I encourage you guys today to press the gas. How far are you willing to go past what your mind can see and comprehend right now? I was having a conversation with the girls last night that I absolutely refuse to not live to my full potential anymore. I absolutely refuse to live less than simply because it may offend somebody else or it may hurt somebody else's feelings. Why are you living less than because it may hurt your mama's feelings? Why are you dimming your light because you don't want to outshine your cousin now or your friends that have been so in your struggle with you that now you don't know how not to struggle because you have perfected your struggling? How many of us have perfected our struggling? Like, we so good at struggling, we don't know how to prosper. Because if we would prosper, we would think something was wrong because we assume we are made to struggle, and we are not. You are a king's kid. He has a kingdom. And if you are a king's kid and you live in a kingdom, you have certain rights and expectations, and the king takes care of his kingdom. I'm sure, Cousin Carlin, when I tell you I can't wait to experience that for myself. And they say you can have drivers or you can drive it yourself. And I think I want to drive it myself. I don't want anybody else to drive me that fast.
I need to be in a car.
Yeah, you do, Rosie. So think about that today, guys. Press the gas. Please do not limit yourself because those around you are determined to limit themselves. Embrace your change. Be who you are. You were made to be different. You have a light that only you can shine. Miss Margaret, Miss Margaret was talking this morning. And Miss Margaret, please be safe with those storms in Florida.
That was my light for you. Sorry.
Thank you, Rosie. You were shining light on me. Yeah. I appreciate that. Miss Margaret talked about a song. Y'all remember that Coke commercial? And I found it. I like to... What is it, Miss Margaret? I forgot.
I would like to build a house and furnish it with love.
That Coke commercial from back in the day when we were kids. I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I found the song. So I found it and I had to play it for Rosie this morning. Embrace your change, guys. Press the gas. Please. And I truly get angry at people who I see greatness in them, but they refuse to see it in themselves or take action on it because they are so committed to less than. A lot of people are committed to less than instead of doing the work of being great. I talked about your strengths and weaknesses all this week and how to break those down. Focus on your strength and your weakness and make them an opportunity. What are you naturally talented, good at? Don't tell me you don't know, because that's a lie. You know, you just don't want to do the work that is required. And then oftentimes it is because we don't want people to have higher expectations of us other than what we're doing right now. So if your expectation of me is right here, if I tell you my hopes and my dreams, then your expectation is going to go here. And you're thinking, if I fail, you're going to talk about me. Honey, you better live your best life. They're going to talk about you whether you fail. They will talk about you if you succeed, if you struggle, if you have abundance. They're going to talk about you. Oh, okay. I found it on YouTube. Right, Miss Margaret. And that's all I can do is love them and encourage them and hope. As Miss Margaret said, she sung, and I sung this in the choir too, let your little light shine. That's all I can do. Let my little light shine. Why dim your light for others when it needs to shine bright for others? Remember, somebody's waiting to hear your voice. They will not move until you move. And it is that serious. So the quote for the day, optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. And that's Helen Keller. Optimism is your mindset. Faith that leads to achievement is action. Faith is an action word. It's a verb. you got to do something about that thing. So guys, I hope you have an amazing Friday. Lynn and I will be trying to work this thing out this weekend. We will try to work this out this weekend so that we both can be on the show together so that you can learn how to live past crazy in your life and your finances. To talk to Lynn, it's bit.ly/talk to Lynn. That's capital LYNN. And her website is Demons Enterprise. No demons over there. So you can check her out. And for your children, I suggest Raising a Financial Genius. I do have that, and I have read that, and so have my children. So think about that. So wasn't it an excellent? And she was blind, and we can see. So I'm just saying. I forgot Lynn is an honorary cousin Carl. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. So take your hope and your confidence and your mindset and put something to work today. Each and every one of you are great at something. Something. You just have to know, you just have to be quiet to get to the answer of knowing that. So that's all I'm saying. Embrace your change. Press the gas. Go a different speed than everybody else today. You do not have to be like everybody else. Embrace it. I love the nerd in me. I love that I sing the songs. I love that I dance and I have no rhythm at all. It doesn't matter. It makes my soul happy to dance. Press the gas. Right. That's right. Let me tell you, press the gas. You cannot go the same pace everybody's going. Your car was made to do 160, but all the signs tell you 50, 60, 75. Everywhere you look, someone is telling you what to do with your life. When are you going to take it into your own hands of what you're going to do? Just because your mom and them doing 50 and living in their lane doesn't mean you have to be there with them. Doesn't mean you have to do that with them. All right, Cousin Carl, you be safe out there. Spend that money. Think about that, guys. Press the gas. You could be farther along doing more if you let go of the fear of you're going to outpace and outrun the person who has been with you through your struggle. And if they've been with you through your struggle, they should want better for you. If your friends are encouraging you to continue in your struggle and your strife to keep it going, evaluate that friend circle. Miss Margaret, I don't think the world can handle two of me. Do you think, Rosie?
No.
I don't think the world is ready for that. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing Friday. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. That's Helen Keller. Please go over to livepastcrazy.com and sign up for our newsletter so that you can stay up to date with everything we have going on. There's some exciting things coming for January, and that is livepastcrazy.com. Sign up for our newsletter over there. I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. Please be safe. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I will probably be on Monday just to say good morning to everybody. Tuesday, of course, it's Christmas Day, so I will not be here, but I'm pretty sure me and Lynn are going to work this thing out so we both can be on the show at the exact same time. Embrace your change. Press the gas. And let me tell you, can I tell a story about Rosie as I close out the show? If your friends and family do not have Facebook, we do have a YouTube channel. So binge watch all your shows over there on the YouTube channel. All the shows have loaded, even up to yesterday.
What story are you telling?
I'm telling a story about you embracing your change. In middle school, you can put your face in here. She doesn't know I'm getting ready to tell the story. In middle school, Rosemond tried so hard to fit in with her friends.
Yes.
And my dear child cried almost every day. She was frustrated every day. She could not understand why she wanted to be best friends with people, and she was a better friend to them than they were to her. And then the bullying came in, and she was just...
the bullying was already deep, but that fixed itself.
Yeah. And then she was heartbroken because she was trying so hard to fit in. And then Rosemond discovered high school. And when I tell you this little child has blossomed beyond.
I mean, well, I was blossoming in 8th grade, but like I had to get out of that.
Yes, you did. And she recognized she had to get, because what did I tell you all the time? You cannot be like everybody else.
Do not be like everybody else.
And in 9th grade, she has embraced herself. And I have seen my child become a totally different person in the 9th grade than she was in just a few months ago.
7 months ago.
7 months. Totally different. Even though she tells me confidence was never a problem for her.
I mean, like, technically, I had confidence. I just didn't let it throw itself out.
Exactly. And now she is overwhelming with the confidence. Right?
Overbearing.
Overbearing with the confidence, she says.
Great.
Miss Margaret said, because you're not like them, they could not love the beautiful that she is.
They sure can't, Miss Margaret.
She said they sure can't, Miss Margaret. She absolutely loves her. She has a friend who is like a twin to her now, with the hair, who was Melody.
God, yeah.
They have become instant friends, but she has just embraced who she is, and she has refused to let anybody change that. And now she challenges anybody that insists that she changes. You can't catch up by chasing. Kudos to Rosie.
Sure can't. Thank you, Lynn.
Mm-hmm. So embrace your change today. I promise you guys, if you embrace who you are. Good morning, Deanne. If you embrace who you are, it's going to be.
Mom, you made me cry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry, but it's true. You have changed a lot. And when you embrace your change, people are going to see it. Press the gas. You can do more. I promise you. Than what you think you can do. You're far smarter than you think you are. You have just allowed yourself to think that having lack is where it's supposed to be. Yeah, she's the sweetest little thing. Miss Margaret said Melody's her kind of chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's sweet.
Melody's so nice.
Guys, please don't let your mindset keep you where you are. You are made to do better, be greater than you could. That small dream or that may seem small to you is a big thing to the world. And we're waiting on you to tell us where you're at so that we can love you, support you. And it may be the very thing that I'm waiting for. Your gift may be something I'm waiting for and you're holding it back from me. And that's not fair. Is that fair? Let your little light shine. Yeah, I know that song. Miss Margaret sung it this morning on morning in the Margaret in the mornings. What's the quote, Rosie?
If a flower is dying, do not try and fix the flower. Fix the environment that is around the flower.
Oh, I like that. Did y'all hear that? Say it again. Hurry up. We got to close out the show.
If a flower is dying, do not try to fix the flower. Fix the environment around the flower.
If a flower is dying, do not try to fix the flower. Fix the environment around the flower. That's a good, I like that, Rosemary. That's a good quote. Fix your environment, boo. You may be dying inside because those around you are not nurturing you, not caring about you. And she 14 and she got it. So thank you, Rosemary. Very insightful. So guys, I got to take Rosemary to school. She has exams today. So please say a little short prayer for Rosemary as she takes her exams. I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. Please be safe. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I will be back on Monday. I'll do a short show on Monday, not here on Tuesday. So I hope you guys have a great day. I know, Lynn, like I wasn't even expecting that one. Mic drop, because Rosie is the bomb. She just took over the show. Guys, embrace your change. Press the gas. Thank you, Miss Deanne. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. And that's by Helen Keller. So I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. Please be safe out there in this rain. Miss Margaret, I hope that you're safe in Florida. And everybody else, Merry Christmas. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, send them on over to YouTube. Binge watch them all over there. Have a great Friday, and I'll see you here bright and early for a few minutes on Monday morning. Have a good one.